Hello, everyone, and welcome to your second week of social entrepreneurship. You've had a lively discussion this past week, and I've appreciated your comments, your questions, and your interaction on the forums. So keep up the good work. In your discussion, you especially talked a lot about the implications or what social entrepreneurship is. You had a chance to look at a definition in our text. You've also become familiar with some of the pioneers in the field as you looked at the history of social entrepreneurship over the last few decades. And I hope you have a better understanding of where that whole movement has come from. And of course, you discovered that Bill Drayton is one of the major players in the field of social entrepreneurship who actually coined the term. And if you go to his website for the Ashoka Foundation, you might find something like this quote that he says that social entrepreneurship or social entrepreneurs are the essential corrective force. They are system changing entrepreneurs, and from deep within, they and therefore their work are committed to the good of all. This is a great website if you haven't already found it. The link is here, Bill Drayton. So be sure and check it out. It's got a lot of great information there, a lot of possibilities. But there are other definitions as well and other concepts regarding social entrepreneurship. And a book such as Social Entrepreneurship Theory and Practice is a great place to check out a good overview of the entire field. I won't try to pronounce the names of the authors, but if you do have a chance to take a look at this book, I would encourage you to do so. And a couple of things that they say about social entrepreneurs is that they target undeserved, neglected, or highly disadvantaged populations. They aim at large-scale transformational benefits that accrue either to a significant segment of society or to society at large. It's a fascinating, the first chapters talk about, they give two examples, one from Bangladesh and one from Colorado Springs, Colorado. And I think if you have a chance to look at that book, you'll be fascinated by it. But one of the things that caught my attention is when I came to the chapter on trying to define social entrepreneurship, this is what they say. The concept of social entrepreneurship means different things to different people. Some refer to social entrepreneurship as not-for-profit initiatives in search of alternative funding strategies or management schemes to create social value, whereas others understand it as the socially responsible practice of commercial businesses engaged in cross-sector partnerships. And still others see it as a means to alleviate social problems and effect social transformation. So when you think about that TED Talk that you saw, think about where would his concept or his experience fit in this definition. And then as you go through the course, keep thinking about your own concept of social entrepreneurship and what that means. This week, you're going to take a look at the characteristics of a social entrepreneur and how those characteristics differ from an entrepreneur in business. So be cognizant of that. And you will examine the differences between social enterprise and a business. That's another area that we want to make a distinction there. And you're going to explore the social implications for citizens of a democracy when thinking about social needs. This was something that really caught my attention when I first came across it, and I'm still wrestling with some of the implications of that. And I look forward to reading your comments about that. Some of you had questions about, if you get involved in a social entrepreneur or social enterprise, how can you support your family? And so here is an article that I came across called Somebody's Gotta Get Rich. And I think you might enjoy reading that article. It's found at the Stanford Social Innovation Review, their online edition. They have great articles. I'd encourage you to check that out. And also note that you have access to that journal through our library. You, as a George Fox student, can access that for free at any time. So be sure, especially if you're very interested in social enterprise, check that out frequently. And if you need help this week, be sure to contact me through email, or I can set up a video conference with you. So until next week, enjoy your journey, and I hope you learn a lot. I look forward to reading your comments and your papers.